We all already heard that Paramount is going to create a Power Rangers movie in 2026, and this new film will be a reboot of everything. For now, we already know that this new movie has no relation with the new universe that Hasbro was already creating with Jonathan, and it is going to be a completely different project. Another thing we learned is that possibly the release date will be in the last months of 2026 so that there are no conflicts with other more important movies, and this does not affect the box office of Power Rangers. A very important detail is that supposedly the budget they have for this movie is going to be more than $100 million, and this means that it will be a movie with many special effects. Nothing is known yet about the story, and it is not yet known if it is going to be a reboot of Mighty Morphin as they did in the 2017 movie, but it is not something that is ruled out either. We have to remember that the Mighty Morphin are the most famous team in the whole franchise, and sometimes it's a pretty safe bet. The problem is that they can't do the same things from the 2017 movie. I'd rather they do a full reboot with a brand new team and do such a great job that we all love this new team in the end. Despite this, we must recognize that sometimes companies look for the safer path, so, if they choose to do a reboot of the Mighty Morphin team, then let's analyze the things they should do and the things they shouldn't do. To do this analysis, we are going to use the 2017 movie as the best example to understand the things that were good and the things that they should not use again. First, we must remember that the 2017 movie was made by Lionsgate, and this company has no relationship with Paramount, so this means that the new movie is not going to have any relationship with the 2017 movie. We are going to mention the good things that the 2017 movie had, because even though it was a failure, the reality is that it had many interesting things that needed to be changed to the franchise. The first positive detail is that they changed the audience that Power Rangers has been aimed at throughout its existence, since this franchise has always been for a child audience, but the 2017 movie was for an audience older than 13 years of age. This meant they were able to add more violence, deeper themes, more suspense, and a much darker style. It was spectacular that from the beginning of the movie we could see some deaths of several Rangers. Already this gave that darker sense that the franchise needs to change the course of everything, and this is something they can use in the new movie. In this new film, they should seek to create a story in which the Power Rangers have really dangerous and serious problems so that they really become true superheroes. The problem with the Power Rangers we have known all our lives is that because they are a children's series, the dangerous situations can't be serious enough to be suitable for that kind of audience. If the new movie is going to be created for a more mature audience, then the dangerous situations must look really shocking and disturbing so that the Rangers can have really serious problems. This will help the viewer connect more with the plot and at the same time see the Rangers as truly powerful heroes who manage to solve a very complicated situation. Even though the Rita Repulsa of the 2017 film bore no resemblance to the Rita we met in 1993, the reality is that she has some good elements to be a great villain. This 2017 Rita was truly evil, powerful, and managed to take the lives of several Rangers. The problem we had is that the little resemblance this new Rita had to the original Rita created such an inner conflict that some of us failed to connect with this villain. If in the new movie they want to use an improved version of Rita, then the best option is the one they have created in the new Power Rangers Prime comics. This Rita Repulsa has many similarities to the original Rita, but at the same time she looks like a new revamped and modern villain. Despite this, I think it would be better to create a new villain, because this way we wouldn't have the problem of comparisons, and we wouldn't know the limit of her power. It's basically the same thing they did in the 1995 movie, because even though Rita and Lord Zed were there, the producers preferred to create a new villain and give him such a powerful story that made us think that it was impossible for the Rangers to defeat him. Another positive detail that the 2017 movie had and that the new movie should have are the special effects. Although we already know that the budget is going to be over $100 million, this does not ensure that the special effects are well created, and we have seen many productions with huge budgets that have terrible special effects. One positive thing they did in that 2017 film is that they used practical effects. This means they didn't do everything in CGI, and this includes some of the costume scenes. This works in the film's favor as it lessens the terrible special effects that sometimes happen when they want to create everything on a computer. The last important detail that the 2017 film had as part of the positive things was the style, and it is that this defines many things about the whole film. The style that this movie had was dark, suspenseful, and with a more serious drama. This also meant that there was little comedy, more serious themes, and much more violence. The style also manages to define the visual part, and we could notice that the colors were opaque, the lighting was always dark, and the special effects were shocking. The new movie should not have the exact same style, but I think it should use some things from this dark style in order to give more seriousness to the Power Rangers. Let's talk about the negative things that this 2017 movie had, and is that some fans have already started to mention some things that the new movie should not have. One of the most important things they have been mentioning are the Zords and the Megazord. The design of these machines was terrible, and although I personally liked the Megazord, most of the fans didn't like it. What we are sure of is that the design of the Zords was a disaster, and this is something very important. The Zords are an essential part of Power Rangers, and it is very important that in the new movie they have a proper design that represents Power Rangers very well. Another important point is the costumes, and this was another disaster of the 2017 movie. The design of the costumes was not terrible. The problem is that they do not represent the Power Rangers and simply look like space warriors. If you are a person who hasn't watched all the seasons of Power Rangers, still, I'm sure you can identify that these characters are Power Rangers. However, with the costumes in the 2017 movie, it is very hard to identify that they are Power Rangers because of their design without any specific theme or style. This was another problem with this 2017 movie, and that is that it had no theme, one of the most essential things about the franchise. Each team has always had a theme, and everything that happens in that season is very much related to this theme. The costumes, the weapons, the powers, the sequences, absolutely everything is related to the theme. In the new movie they have to have a theme so that the costumes, the weapons, the powers, and the Zords can have a connected style, and everything can have the same visual style. This is also going to help so that they can have better designs for the costumes and also for the Zords, but it will also help so that the Rangers can have a defined power. Write in the comments the things that they should modify in this new movie if we compare it with the 2017 movie. Give like to this video and subscribe for more information about the new Power Rangers movie.